Alright, much brew about nothing time. Playing some blue-white monument in modern. And we will keep this. It's a little light on blue mana, but we got all white cards. So, plains, and let's get out our Judge's Familiar. And pass turn. See what our opponent's up to. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Let's take a quick peek at our deck and count the number of cards that are good against Tron. Let's just count. Nope. Those are lands. Not really. Gets swept up by the sweepers. Path. Maybe gets a Wormcoil. Reflector Mage. Can't hit a Karn. Serum Visions. I guess that's fine in every deck. I'm gonna go with 0. As the number of cards we have that are good against Tron. Pass the turn. I don't even know. I mean, I guess we got Stony Silence in the sideboard. How do we ever in the history of the world beat Tron with this deck? We don't have Ghost Quarters. Instead, we have a million basic planes. I mean, I think the matchup against Tron could be improved. Let's put it that way. Oath of... Oh, my goodness. Well, maybe since it's Spicy Tron, we have a better chance. Is this someone going deep and trying to play Nicole Bolas God Pharaoh? There's a Wormcoil. And here comes Tron next turn. Well, I mean, Monument's not a bad draw. Let's run out Monument, start getting in. If our opponent doesn't have a Sweeper, an Ugin, a Oblivion Stone, etc., maybe we can just go wide enough? Oh boy, it does not feel likely. So our opponent can crack the map, get a Tron piece. Ugin beats us. Yep. Ugin and Oblivion Stone are the cards that really wreck us. Urza's mine. There's Tron. Assembled. Follow up. Relic. We don't really care about Relic. Not especially. Cracks Relic. Well, I mean, we just gotta go wide. Wide and hope for the best. There's a Flooded Strand. So let's go attacking. Hit our opponent. Play Judge's Familiar. Get a 1/1. Play Flooded Strand. Play Squadron Hawk. And pass the turn. Leave up our white main. Alright, opponent, what's the payoff? What's the payoff? We actually don't care about Nicole Bolas that much. We don't even care about Karn that much. It's Ugin and Oblivion Stone. Also, like, Ulamogs and so forth. Sanctum of Ugin. 8 mana. It's a Karn. Alright, well, the only saving grace is that Karn isn't just deadly here. Opponent searches out an Ulamog. Alright, let's White Mane Lion. Make some more tokens. Pick up White Mane Lion. We can't go lethal here, can we? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, not quite. Crack Flooded Strand. Get a Hollowed Fountain. Untapped. White Mane Lion. Make a token. Pick up White Mane Land. We want to keep the Lion in hand to fizzle a Wormcoil attack. So we'll just pick up White Mane Lion again. We lose our Monument. And Chromatic Star. Opponent passes. We draw Glacial Fortress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we ignore the Karn. Hit our opponent for everything. Play Glacial Fortress. Play Squadron Hawk. And pass the turn? Oh man, we gotta fade one turn, I think. Opponent adds green. Okay. We beat the Wormcoil that we know our opponent has. Ancient Stir. Oh no. Do they find a sweeper? So the reason for ignoring the Karn there is we're not going to win the long game. We just got to win this turn. Even if we killed the Karn, we know our opponent has Wormcoil. We know they have Ulamog. We don't have real answers for those things. We only have the 2 paths. So there's not really any chance of us going long. Like, killing the Karn and then our opponent playing a sweeper and sweeping our board, we still lose. So that's why we're just ignoring the Karn. So the hope is that our opponent decides they have to go with Worm Coil, and then we beat Worm Coil. We just attack with everything, and then bounce whatever our opponent blocks with the Whitemane Lion, so our opponent doesn't gain life, and then they die. Alright, there goes our Squadron Hawk. And there, oh man, we got it. Wow, we pulled it off. Oh man. Well, looks like we're going to steal the game one. There's another monument. I mean, we might as well run it out. It doesn't really matter, but run out the monument, attack with everything at our opponent. Opponent blocks, so we just Whitemane Lion, get a token, and pick up the warrior for lethal. And that should be, yeah. Whew! Good lord, are we lucky. Wow, I can't believe we got there. Alright, so against this deck, we get 3 Stony Silences, we get probably a Pithing Needle, and we get Thalia's maybe? Thalia might not be worth it. Go down, couple of Reflector Mages, Dust-Ons. Well, we'll keep a Dust-On. I don't think it's that good, but it's probably fine to have 1. And maybe, is Thalia good enough? I think it's too slow on the draw. Like, by the time we play it, our opponent's already going to have played their Expedition map, their Sylvan Scrying, and have Tron. And once they have Tron, then Thalia's not super relevant. I don't even know if we keep Reflector Mage. That's the other one that's kind of questionable. I guess if we bounce a Worm Coil, it's fine. That's about the only thing. Maybe, like, it's probably fine as a 2 of. We gotta make one more cut, though. Maybe just a Judge's Familiar. Let's try it like that. Judge's Familiar is another card that's a lot worse on the draw in this matchup. We got the Stony Silence, but we don't have any lands, so we're gonna have to ship it. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're gonna keep it. Wall of Omens, I think to the bottom. It just doesn't do anything. Drawing an extra card doesn't really do anything. Opponent has Chromatic Sphere. So we're pretty much hoping that we Serum Visions into Stony Silence, I guess. Spell Queller. Well, that's Serum Visions. Monument, Wall of Omens. Well, Wall to the bottom, Serum Visions to the top. Pass the turn. This is a hand that would be good against a lot of decks, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough on the draw against Tron. Let's see if they have turn 3 Tron. Looks possible. 2 Tron pieces, cracked, so they have Ancient Stirrings to find the third one. Ancient Stirrings. Power Plant. Yeah. Well, Tron's doing what Tron does. Let's Serum Visions. Lands all to the bottom, please. Play Plains, pass the turn. There's Tron. Chromatic Star. Chromatic Star. Opponent passes. Oh, more lands. We'll play Glacial Fortress. I think we just pass. We just need our opponent to hardcore fizzle. Oh boy. Sanctum. Ugin. Is there any reason to even keep playing? Gets an Ulamog. Threes us. How do we even steal this game? There's a Squadron Hawk. Well, play Arid Mesa. Crack it. Get a Plains. Play Monument. Play Squadron Hawk. I mean, we can go wide, but we're going wide into the face of an Ugin. Grab our Hawks. And pass the turn. Opponent. Expedition map. So they have Ulamog for next turn. And potentially Ugin Ultimate. Cracks Chromatic Star. Nature's Claims the Monument. Another Expedition map. Kill Squadron Hawk. Well, I mean, play Stony Silence. Play Marsh Flats. Our opponent's gonna get to Ultimate Ugin. Stony Silence a smidge late here. Pass the turn. Yeah, they don't even have to Ultimate. They just get to Ulamog. I didn't scoop because I was going to let our opponent have the fun of ultimating Ugin, but now I'm going to scoop. If you're not just going to ultimate and you're going to Ulamog me, then it's over. You can only take so much. Oh boy, this feels so bad. Yup. We'll run it back. I feel like we have very little chance. I mean, we did win game 1, so we know it's possible, but this matchup, we just don't have the tools. We get to play first. 1 land, no good stuff. Gonna have to mulligan. 5 land Squadron Hawk. That is not gonna beat Tron. Alright, well, we're gonna keep now. Monument, I think to the bottom. I think our only hope is to draw a Stony Silence. And even if we do, our hand is not good. Like, even if we get a turn 2 Stony Silence, I don't know if that even matters. There's the map. Well, come on, Stony Silence, off the top. It's a land. Well, Glacial Fortress, play Wall of Omens. Sky Hussar. I mean, Sky Hussar is a nice card advantage engine, but what are we drawing in? Oh, no. Oh, boy. We've gotten turn 3 Tron to every... Play a Plains, pass the turn. I'm expecting that we're just going to concede here. There's just... I mean, we can't beat a Karn or anything. There's a Karn. Yep. Take our land. Opponent passes. We play a Plains, pass the turn. Oh, Wizards. Wizards. Actually, this is pretty much our fault. Our deck is not playing a single good card against Tron. We do have the Stony Silences, but we are just not designed to be able to play against Tron. And a Wormcoil. And we're gonna scoop. We're gonna call it. We know they have Ugin in hand. They can ultimate card. They got a Wormcoil. We have no cards. Yup. Well, that doesn't seem like a matchup our deck can ever win. It is brutally poor. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.